Today we're going to be going over our BT series tables and what differentiates us from other competitors that build a similar style of construction. For instance, this is a bolt together table. This would be the most economical machine that we have to offer. There are other competitors of ours that offer very, very similar looking machines, but construction wise, software wise, they are not built the same. That being said, this table is being offered with FlashCut. It is the base version of FlashCut, which does allow you at a later date to simply get an update or an upgrade in your software if you so choose. But it is what drives the machine. It is what you're going to interact with when you bring in a DXF, and let's say the DXF is the wrong size, you want to resize it, you can draw it all in the same software. You can then nest it in that said software and then run your CNC all in one. It is a all-in-one CAD/CAM CNC. It is the biggest difference outright, and it is what you're going to interact with all day, every day while you run your machine. Another thing I'd like to really hit on is the general construction of this machine. This is not built with any metal that is less than 1/8 of an inch thick. It is a solid machine. I would not put 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch on this table. Just, the way it's constructed. We have other options, other models that are geared to support multiple inches of thickness of material. This is for guys that want to cut 1/2 inch and down and still have a reliable machine that they can pick up the phone and call us and get back to cutting. So normally our customers, it's usually self-inflicted wounds, so we can definitely get you going right away if you have issues. But that being said, the construction of this guy is, well built for the class of table that it's in. We are offering it up to a PowerMax 85, still a single phase unit, 220 volt, super simple to run, super simple electrically to hook up. You can, plug it in or out of a wall plug and still use that machine with a hand torch as well. So that way you could have your PowerMax or your PowerMax sink and use it as a hand torch when necessary, wheel it over to the table, plug it in, and then you can run it as a full-blown CNC plasma. So helps add a lot of versatility to what you can offer to your customers or what your capabilities are, and keeps a person very flexible. So another big factor is the bearings. These are the same bearings that we run on a lot of our more expensive tables. These are good bearings, and the reason why we do that is we buy them in such volume that we're able to, we did price lesser cost bearings, lesser size. Those are HG 35s. We did price lesser bearings, but the cost savings was negligible, and we decided to run with the same bearings and also the same helical cut gear rack that is German made. It is good stuff. It provides good quality motion. The transition of the pinion from tooth to tooth to tooth is very, very, very smooth. We did explore running Chinese gear rack at one time, and we couldn't find a good supplier. Atlanta Gear has treated us very well. That's what's on this machine. That's what's driving on your X and your Y axis on this machine. And it is a dual driven Y axis as well, ensuring that you have a nice rigid cut across your bridge. One other hitting point is this machine runs 10-to-1 planetary gearboxes. These gearboxes are, a very important part because it allows us to take that small stepper motor and gear it up and amplify the power out of it and provide a much more precise cut. We initially, when we started, one of the first couple machines that we built years and years ago, I put belts on it with pulleys, and it was always something to contend with, always tension issues, a lot of messing around, and it would lead basically to an aggravated customer. I would not recommend using belts. A lot of guys too, in this style of construction of machine, what they'll do is they'll put a pulley right off of the stepper motor. That stepper motor is not designed to have load applied perpendicular to the shaft. So it's an improper use of equipment. It does work. It does work. There's plenty of machines that are running it, you know, but it's not what we prefer, and it's not what we would recommend. So 10-to-1 gearboxes, NEMA 23 motors, really common parts, all sourceable, large gear rack, large bearings, high quality controller, and a well-built machine is what sets us apart from our competitors. And we've got some, we launched this machine. We had some people push back and say it's too expensive, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that, because this is the most economical way that we can build this machine and provide a quality machine that we have the parts for, have the service, and have the ability to help you when you essentially pick up the phone. We do not want our tech support ran off of a forum chat group. I don't believe in that. There is a lot of wild ideas that get passed around on the forums, and we want to be in charge of your experience with Boss Tables. We don't want to have a third party, example, another person, interacting with you to try and help you, even though they probably have the best of intentions. We would still like to help you and do it correctly. We have tons of videos right on our website, how to run FlashCut, different operations as far as importing parts, nesting, how to operate it. It's super, super simple. It's not behind a paywall. It's not in some group. Anybody right now can go to our website, go to the training center, find that information, and walk through how to actually operate these machines. One of the biggest things that I see, in the industry is guys will go, I don't know how I got by without this machine. Like, it's a godsend. It's great. We use it all the time. It saves a lot of time and labor, money. It expands our capabilities. And when, you may not be even that proficient with a computer, but if you just sit down and you watch our intro to FlashCut video, it'll answer a lot of questions on how you can take a part and get it to an actual, tangible piece that you just cut on this machine. So if you guys have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to our sales guys. You can hit contact us on the website and get to the correct people that'll help you, vice versa. And thanks for watching.